The RMS Lusitania, a floating palace of Edwardian elegance, steamed out of New York Harbor on May 1st, 1915. The ship, with its grand design and luxurious interiors, was a marvel of its time, capturing the imagination of all who saw her. Bound for Liverpool, she carried a mix of Americans and Britons, families and businessmen, all seeking passage across a war-torn Atlantic. The passengers from various walks of life shared a common goal: to reach Europe safely. The Lusitania, despite warnings of German U-boat activity, sailed confidently, her speed a presumed shield. The crew trusted in the ship's ability to outrun any potential threats lurking beneath the waves. The mood on board was a mixture of excitement and anxiety. While some passengers reveled in the adventure, others couldn't shake off a sense of foreboding. Passengers enjoyed luxurious amenities, unaware of the fate that awaited them. The grand dining rooms, lavish staterooms, and elegant lounges provided a temporary escape from the harsh realities of the world. The journey began smoothly, the Atlantic calm. The vast ocean stretched out peacefully, giving no hint of the dangers that lay ahead. Days passed in a blur of opulent meals, deck games, and lively conversation. The passengers formed bonds, sharing stories and laughter, creating memories that would last a lifetime. The Lusitania, a symbol of progress and luxury, seemed a world away from the horrors of war raging in Europe. It was a floating sanctuary, offering a brief respite from the chaos. Yet, beneath the surface of carefree travel, a sense of unease lingered. Whispers of danger and uncertainty floated through the air as passengers glanced nervously at the horizon. The war cast a long shadow. The spectre of conflict was never far away, a constant reminder of the perilous times they were living in. On the afternoon of May 7th, the idyllic voyage turned to nightmare. Off the coast of Ireland, a German U-boat, U-20, sighted the massive liner. Captain Walter Schweiger, seeing the Lusitania's profile, gave the order to fire. At 2:10 p.m., a torpedo ripped through the water, slamming into the Lusitania's starboard side. The explosion shook the ship violently. Passengers, enjoying a leisurely afternoon, were thrown from their chairs, their laughter replaced by screams. Chaos reigned as the ship listed sharply, seawater flooding through the gaping hole. The once grand decks became a scene of panic and terror. The Lusitania, mortally wounded, began to sink rapidly. Lifeboats, lowered in haste, swung precariously from the listing deck. Many capsized, spilling their occupants into the frigid water. The cries of those trapped within the sinking hull echoed across the waves. Mothers clung desperately to children, husbands and wives exchanged last goodbyes. Within 18 minutes of the torpedo strike, the Lusitania vanished beneath the waves. The swirling sea closed over the once proud vessel, leaving behind a trail of debris and the lifeless bodies of men, women and children. Of the nearly 2,000 souls on board, 1,198 perished in the icy waters. Section 4. Whispers of Munitions. The sinking of the Lusitania sent shockwaves across the globe, reverberating through the hearts and minds of people everywhere. Outrage erupted, particularly in the United States, where over 120 American citizens had perished. Questions arose immediately, demanding answers from both sides of the Atlantic. Why would Germany attack a passenger liner? What could have provoked such a drastic action? The German government claimed the Lusitania, contrary to international law, was carrying war materials, making it a legitimate target. Indeed, investigations revealed the liner's hold contained thousands of cases of ammunition destined for British factories, a fact that was kept hidden from the public. This discovery fueled conspiracy theories, with many speculating about the true intentions behind the ship's voyage. Had a second, internal explosion caused by these munitions doomed the Lusitania to such a rapid demise? Theories abounded, each more intriguing than the last. The debate over the second explosion and the true nature of the Lusitania's cargo continues to this day, with historians and experts still seeking definitive answers. Section 5. A Nation Outraged. The sinking of the Lusitania had a profound impact on public opinion in the United States, shaking the nation to its core. The unthinkable act galvanized anti-German sentiment, sparking outrage and fear across the country. Newspapers filled with harrowing accounts of the disaster swayed public opinion towards intervention in the European conflict. The vivid descriptions and emotional stories captured the hearts and minds of the American people. The incident, while not the sole cause, contributed significantly to the United States' decision to enter World War I 2 years later. It was a turning point that shifted the nation's stance from isolation to active involvement. The Lusitania, once a symbol of luxury and progress, became a tragic reminder of the human cost of war and the fragility of peace. Its sinking marked the end of an era of perceived safety on the seas. The events of that fateful day continue to resonate, reminding us of the devastating consequences of unchecked aggression and the enduring power of memory. The legacy of the Lusitania lives on, a solemn testament to the price of conflict and the importance of striving for peace.